So our program this year had our first ever academic conference and poster competition, which had in the neighborhood of 45 posters that were accepted. And we were able to branch out to residents and students, especially at the Penn State campus, to expand what we're doing. In addition, we've started figuring out how we're going to be reaching out to the community hospitals and trying to bring them in, because South Central Pennsylvania is a big region. We started using the GoToMeeting apparatus this year for our last meeting. We're trying to bring them all in from places far and wide in the central PA area.
Mostly what we're doing to get people excited about coming is to find out what kind of topics they're interested in, so we can put programs together that they would be interested in. We're also doing a lot of outreach, through personal emails, and we are delegating all our team leaders to reach out to all their own organizations, making sure that our group is diverse so that we could reach out as many organizations as possible.
We are engaging our members to involve more in our chapter. We are coming up with a few ideas. So probably we'll start a local group for our chapter through a social media app. So we'll be in constant communication and get feedback from our chapter members to increase their participation and also promote what Society of Hospital Medicine is doing for all of our physicians, because hospitalists are the largest group of physicians caring for the patients in the country. So we should be able to promote what Society of Hospital Medicine is doing to enhance the patient care and the patient satisfaction and the physician well-being as well at the same time.
So I'm Hero Troxy. I'm the president of the St. Louis chapter for SHM, and our chapter is quite large. It's within the St. Louis area, but we have an opportunity to kind of expand in our community hospitalists, and so that's what we're really going to focus on this year. Is we do have some community members, but really reaching out to the leaders of the community hospitals and really expanding our network, and hopefully once we've gotten the St. Louis area, really move on to the rest of the Missouri area as well.
So my chapter is the Maine chapter, and again, Maine has its challenges because we're a large state and we're geographically spread out, the hospitalists. So what we're trying to do is we applied for development funds, and we're going to try to telecast or broadcast our meetings throughout the state, so even someone 300 or 400 miles away can attend. Meetings get very challenging in the middle of January when we have 20 inches of snow on the ground and minus 10 degrees. No, and that was true. One of our first meetings way back in probably 2004, I made the mistake of holding it in January, and we had 5 attendees because it was minus 10 degrees. So we do have some challenges there. But so again, trying to reach more individuals, trying to keep the meetings interesting. We have a poster session each year, trying to reach residents and students. Again, we're not a state that we have one medical school in the state, and we have some residents that come from Dartmouth who work up at one of our institutions, and so we try to again engage them and hopefully get them interested in our society and in our chapter and have them join our chapter, and again, and hopefully the end result is joining SHM.
I was asked. I volunteered. I run a hospitalist group at a large academic medical center, and I found this a nice way to network with the community hospitals that send their patients to our center. This was a nice opportunity to get in and to enhance my leadership beyond our medical center.
I found out about the chapter's existence through my friend who is a chapter president in Chicago, and I wanted to join my local chapter in Charlotte. And lo and behold, I logged in to the website and found out that we don't have a chapter. So I contacted SHM and found out how to start a chapter, and they told me it was very easy. So I refounded our chapter, which had been kind of dead for about a couple of years, and we restarted our chapter 4 years ago, and we've grown to 4 team leaders since then.
So I was involved with the chapter for the last couple of years, and this year I contested in the elections because I wanted to make more changes rather than being a member. To do more changes, I thought probably being in the leadership would be a better idea, so that I can put forward my thoughts and discuss with the team and take it to the further next level.
So I've been a part of SHM for about 10 years now. I was part of the Chicago chapter, so when I moved to St. Louis, I participated in their St. Louis chapter, and it's the first election that they had, and so I participated in that.
My biggest takeaway from this was very much the technology and really trying to enhance either through the GoToWebinar or the GoToMeeting technology, how we can reach out to those hospitalist programs that aren't in the Harrisburg vicinity. So that's what I'll be taking back to our chapter.
The biggest thing I learned today is how to do how to add virtual meetings to our programming. So before I used to think that it was very difficult and we weren't doing it, but after learning about the apps and how simple it is, I think that we can do that for our next meeting right away.
Yes, it was really awesome today to get the perspectives of different chapter leaders who had a lot of experience in the ground, and we got to know the biggest takeaway I would say today is to increase physician engagement and different ways to increase the physician engagement, and also communicate with our local leaders, local hospital champions, and also local community hospitalists to discuss about what we are doing and how we can improve and how we can help them as well.
That there are a lot of opportunities that we have, but a lot of groundwork has already been laid for me, and so really just enhancing what's already kind of been established, I think will be key, and knowing that I have the HMX platform and all the other leaders to be able to use is going to be great.
My biggest takeaway, particularly facilitating the meeting, was looking at how people were attending, but I believe even just the strict attendees and not the participants in terms of presenting, they all have answers. You know, we have a lot of talent and we had a lot of energy in that room, and you know, none of us have the right answer, because there's no right answer. Again, each chapter has their own challenges because of geography and size and so forth. So my biggest takeaway, I think, was that there was a lot of talent in the room, a lot of energy, and we could be working with each other.